Morning students, how are you? Hope all of you safe in your homes. I am M. Swarupa Bhanu, KGBV Guruganda, Vishaka district. Hi, hope all of you safe. Okay, coming to the point. In previous lesson, we discussed about statistics. Introduction of statistics. Introduction of statistics, collection of data, presentation of data, and frequency distribution tables, and represent the data in graphs. In previous class, we discussed about all these. Today, we are going to learn about something new. That is, measures of central tendency. That is, measures of central tendency. What is measures of central tendency? A single number which represents complete data. A single number which represents complete data is called measures of central tendency. Okay. Now we discuss about measures of central tendency, how it used in our daily life. Measures of central tendency means a single number which represents a complete data. It is in three types. It is in three types. The first one is arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. And the second one is median. The second one is median. And the third one is mode. And the third one is mode. First one is arithmetic mean. It is represented as x bar. It is represented as x bar. And the second one is median. And the second one is median. It represents m. And the third one is mode. That is represented as z. That is represented as z. Okay. Now we learn about arithmetic mean. What is arithmetic mean? How we calculate arithmetic mean? In our daily life, we usually use arithmetic mean. Mostly we use arithmetic mean. Okay. How we calculate arithmetic mean? Let us. Okay. Now arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. How we calculate arithmetic mean? We calculate arithmetic mean. Two types of data, that is ungrouped data, and the second one is grouped data. First one is ungrouped data. This is also called raw data. This is also called raw data. We calculate ungrouped data. Mean x bar is equal to sum of observations by total number of observations. Sum of observations by total number of observations. This formula is used to calculate the raw data of arithmetic mean. Okay. Let we see an example. For example, the marks given in a classroom. Marks given to the students in a classroom. Those are 10, 15, 20, 7, 3, 8, 2, 5, 10 and 20. Okay. Now we calculate the mean of this ungrouped data. What is the formula? What is the formula? Mean x bar is equal to sum of observations. Sum means adding. Adding all. These are called observations. So we add all observations. 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 7 plus 3 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 20. Okay. By whole by whole by total number of observations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So total number of observations. How many observations? 10. Okay, 10. Now add all these observations. 10 plus 15 is 25. 25 plus 20 is 45. 45 plus 7 is 52. 55. 55 and 65, 70, 80, 90, 20, 100. So arithmetic mean for all these observations is 100 by 10. 0, 0 cancel, that is 10. Okay, understand children? Now first of all we write mean x bar is equal to sum of observations by total number of observations. Okay, for example, we take example. This one is the example. Okay, so arithmetic mean for these observations is 10. Okay, this is the method we calculate arithmetic mean for raw data. We calculate arithmetic mean for raw data, and we have another method that is called grouped data. Now how we calculate arithmetic mean for grouped data? Grouped data means organized data. Okay, see what is the formula for grouped data? X bar is equal to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Okay, once again, x bar, that is arithmetic mean. X bar is equal to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Here sigma means sum of all observations, or sum or addition of the observations. F means frequency of that data, and x is observations. We know x is observations. Now we see another example for using this formula, that is x bar is equal to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Let us see one example for calculate arithmetic mean in simple method. Okay, let us see one example. These are observations 7, 3, 2, 5, 8, 10. These are observations, and frequencies are 3, 5, 8, 4, 6, 5. Okay, now the formula for arithmetic mean is sigma fi xi by sigma fi. So fi xi means the multiplication of frequency into observations. So 7 into 3, 3 into 5 plus 2 into 8 plus 5 into 4 plus 8 into 6 plus 10 into 5. Okay, whole by sigma fi means the sum of all frequencies. So 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5. Okay, now we calculate 7 3 are 21 plus 3 5 are 15 plus 2 8 are 16 plus 5 4 are 20 plus 8 6 are 48 plus 10 5 are 50. Okay, sum of all frequencies is 31. So sum of all observations into frequencies is 170 by 31, nearly 5.4 etc. 5.48. This is the arithmetic mean we calculate in simple method, that is x bar is equal to sigma fi xi. Sigma fi xi by sigma fi means sum of frequencies into observations by sum of all frequencies. This is the first method for grouped data. This is the first method for to calculate arithmetic mean in grouped data. Okay, let us see the second method. Now we see grouped data. Second method of grouped data, that is deviation method. Second one is deviation method. For the formula for deviation method is mean x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi di by sigma fi. Okay, arithmetic mean x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi di by sigma fi. Here a is assumed mean. A is assumed mean. Next d is xi minus a. D is xi minus a. Assumed mean means we assume a value to find out arithmetic mean. Okay, a assumed mean. Okay, now let us see one example for deviation method. Okay, we use this table. We use this frequency table. In this table is given xi means observations 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and frequencies are 4, 5, 8, 10, 7, 4, 2. Okay, these are the frequencies. Now we calculate the arithmetic mean in deviation method. We assume one value is arithmetic mean. So I assume 16. 16 is assumed mean. 16 is assumed mean. Now we calculate di. Di is, what is di? Di is xi minus a. X is observations and a is assumed. So we write like this: xi 10 minus a 16. So 10 minus 16 minus 6. Okay. Next one 12. 12 minus 16. So minus 4. Next 14 minus 16. That is minus 2. Next 16 minus 16 is 0. 18 minus 16 is 2. 20 minus 16 is 4. 22 minus 16. Okay, 22 minus 16 is 6. Okay, now we calculate fi di. We calculate fi di means fi into di. What is the fi? 4. 4 into di means 4 into minus 6. That is 4 6 24 minus 24. Minus 24. Okay, I write just directly. Okay, na? 5 into 4. 5 4 are 20. Minus 20. Okay. Third one. 8 2 are 16. Minus 16. Next one is 0. Next one is 7 into 2. 7 2 are 14. 4 4 are 16. 2 6 are 12. Okay. Okay. Now what is the formula? Sigma fi di means sum of Fi into Di, sum of. So we add all that observations. So minus 24, minus 20, minus 16, okay, 14, 16, 12, okay, 4, 6, 10, 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 60. These are 4, 6, 10, 12, and 1, 2, 3. This is 4. So minus 60, 42, 10 to 8, 1. So minus 18. Okay, minus 18 is sigma Fi Di is minus 18, and we have sigma Fi. So we sum of all frequencies. How much? 4, 5, 9, 8, 17, 27, 27, 7, 34, 34, 4, 38 to 40. So we got sigma Fi is 40, sigma Fi Di is minus 18. Okay, now we use the formula A plus. A means, what is A? A is assumed mean. A is assumed mean. So x bar is equal to assumed mean. What is assumed mean? We assume 16 is assumed mean. 16 plus sigma Fi Di. We got sigma Fi Di is minus 18 by sigma Fi. Sigma Fi, how much we got? 40. X bar is equal to 16 plus sigma Fi Di is minus 18 by sigma Fi is 40. Okay, we divide minus 18 by 40, so we got 0.45. So 16 minus 0.45 is 15.55. 15.55 is the arithmetic mean. In deviation method. Okay, in deviation method we calculate arithmetic mean for Bluetooth data. In deviation method we have the formula x bar is equal to A plus sigma Fi Di by sigma Fi. Okay, there A is assumed mean and D is Xi minus A. Okay, this is the frequency distribution table. These are Xi observations, these are frequencies, and we calculate Di Xi minus A. In this table, I assume 16 is arithmetic mean. So Di is Xi minus A. Then we got minus 6, minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, 6. Then Fi into Di. So frequencies into Di. Di means deviations. So frequencies are 4 into minus 6. That is minus 24, minus 20, minus 16, 0, 14, 16 and 12. Now we calculate the sum of Fi Di. So sigma Fi Di is we got minus 18. And sigma Fi is sum of all frequencies. So sigma Fi is we sum all the frequencies 4, 5, plus 8, plus 10, plus 7, plus 4, plus 2. Then we got sigma Fi is 40. Now what is the formula? Formula for mean A plus sigma Fi Di by sigma Fi. Okay, we got sigma Fi Di is minus 18 and sigma Fi is 40. Okay, x bar is equal to assumed mean 16 plus minus 18 by 40. We calculate minus 18 by 40 is 0.45. So 16 minus 0.45 is 15.55. Understand children? This is the very important method for calculate arithmetic mean in deviation method. Okay, this is a very simple, students. Just we calculate only Di. calculate also class intervals. We calculate class intervals also. But the method is introduced in 10th class. The method is introduced in 10th class, so we don't need to know the method. So we know only two methods. These are, first one is simple method and the second one is deviation method to calculate arithmetic mean. Okay, understand students? This is the measures of central tendency. Arithmetic mean is the first one to calculate the measures of central tendency. Okay, okay students, in measures of central tendency we learn about arithmetic mean. Okay, how we calculate arithmetic mean. Okay, next one is, second one is median and third one is mode. Now we calculate, how we calculate the median. First of all, we know what is median. In previous class, we know what is median. Median is middle observation of a given raw data. Median is middle observation of a given raw data. Okay. First of all, we arrange the observations in ascending or descending order. First of all, we arrange the observations in ascending or descending order. Then we calculate the median. For example, we have observations in even number. Total observations in even number. Then we use these formulas. Average of n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1. N by 2 and n by 2 plus 1 average. Okay. And the observations are in odd number. The observations are in odd number. Odd means 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. Then we use n plus 1 by 2th observation is the median of that data. Okay. We use these formulas in only raw data. Only raw data we use to calculate median. Okay. Median means middle observation of the given raw data. First of all, we arrange the observations in ascending or descending order. Let us see one example. For example, we take 5, 15, 8, 13, 7, 2, 9, 16 and 25. These are given. Observations are given. First of all, what we do? First of all, we arrange these observations in ascending order. So least to highest. Okay. First of all, what is the least number? Least number is 2. And what is the next least? 5. And 2 okay over 5 over. Next one is 7. And next one is 8. Next 9. Next 13 and 15, 13 over 15, 16 and 25. Okay, this is the ascending order. And you like descending order also. Okay, I take ascending order. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 13, 15, 16 and 25. Now, calculate how many observations. Either observations are in even or odd. Okay, calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9 is the odd number. So, we use which formula? If observations are odd, then we use the formula n plus 1 by 2. N plus 1 by 2. Here n is sum of all observations. How many observations are there in that data? Okay, how many observations? 9 observations. So here n is equal to 9. Okay, then 9 plus 1 by 2. 9 plus 1, 10 by 2. So fifth observation is the median of the data. Fifth observation. Which one is fifth observation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9 is the median of given data. 9 is the median of given data. Let us check. Just look at this, students. Total 9 observations. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So middle one is the median. Okay. This one is median for observations are in odd number. Okay. Okay. Next we see if the observations are in even number. How we calculate? Just wait. And take another example. Or we add one observation to this example. Another one is I take 8. 8 is the another observation. Okay. Again we write these observations in ascending order. Okay. Ascending order. First of all we write 2. Next one is 5. Next one is 7. Okay. 8 is 2 times. 8. And another 8. 9. Next one is 13. Next one is 15. 16. 25. Okay. How many observations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 observations. It means the observations are in even. What is the formula? How we calculate when the observations are in even number? Okay. First of all, we take n by 2. N means number of observations. How many observations are there? 10 observations. So n is 10. 10 by 2. That means 5. Okay. Next one, n by 2 plus 1. So add 1 to the n by 2. We got n by 2 is 5. 5 plus 1. So 6. Now we calculate the average. Okay na? Fifth observation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is fifth observation. Is 8. Okay. Next sixth observation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sixth observation is 9. Okay. Average of fifth observation and sixth observation. Okay na? Average of fifth observation and sixth observation. Fifth observation is 8 and the sixth observation is 9. So now we calculate the average of these two. Average means sum of observations by number of observations. Then 8 plus 9, 17. 17 by 2. So that is 8.5. Is the median of these observations. 8.5 is the median of these observations. When the observations are in even number, we calculate like this. First of all, we arrange the observations, all observations in ascending order. Then, first of all, we calculate what is n by 2. N means total number of observations. How many observations are there? 10. So 10 by 2 is 5. Next one is n by 2 plus 1. So we add 1 to the n by 2. N by 2 means we got 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. Now let us go to the ascending order. What is the fifth observation? Fifth observation is 8 and 8 is the fifth observation and 9 is the sixth observation. Now we calculate average of fifth and sixth observations. So 8 plus 9 by 2, that is 17 by 2, that is 8.5. 8.5 is the median when the observations are in odd number and when the observations are in even number. Okay children, understand? Okay students, now the third method for calculate the measures of central tendency, that is mode. First one is arithmetic mean, already we learned. Second one is median and the third one is mode. In previous classes we learned about mode. Now what is the definition of mode? What is the definition of mode? Mode is the value of the observation which occurs most frequently. Mode definition is the value of the observation which occurs most frequently. Which observation is comes most frequently is called mode. Okay, most frequently means. Now let us take one example. If some raw data is given, for example, some students got marks in Basel test like this: 7, 5, 4, 3, again 7, 8, 9, 4, and 7, 2, 0, and 7. Okay. In a class, the students got this type of marks. Okay, 7, 5, 4, 3, 7, 8, 9, 4, 7, 2, 0, 7. First of all, we made easy. We write the order of ascending order. We write all observations in ascending order. Okay, first one is 0. Okay, 0 is over. Next 2. Next 3 and 4. 4 comes 2 times. Okay, 4, 4. And next one is 5. Next one is, okay, 5 is over. Next is 7. How many times 7? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 7, 7, 7, 7. And next one is 8 and 9. Okay. Okay students. First of all, we write the observations in ascending order. Okay. Now let us check the observations. Just like 0, 2, 3, 4. 4 comes 2 times. 4, 4, 5 and 7 comes 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 8, 9. Okay, what is the definition? The value of the observation which occurs most frequently. Okay, which value comes most frequently? Yes, 7. 7 comes 4 times. 7 comes 4 times. So, the mode of these raw data is 7. Okay, na? The mode of this raw data is 7. Most frequently comes the observation is called mode. In daily life we use mode in various times. Various times we use mode in our daily life. For example, in a classroom, what is the shoe number or which actor you like mostly? That time we use mode very frequently. Okay, Nama? Mode is the value of the observation which occurs most frequently. Okay, understand students? Okay, these are 3 types of measures of central tendency. First one is arithmetic mean, and the second one is median, and the third one is mode. We know about arithmetic mean, how to calculate arithmetic mean for raw data and grouped data. First one is simple method and second one is deviation method. Okay, we learned it. The second one is median. How we calculate median for raw data. If observations are in even or observations are in odd. 2 formulas are given. And the third one is mode. Just we write the raw data in ascending order or descending order. Okay. Next we calculate what is the attenuation come frequently or so many times, then we say that attenuation is the mode of that raw data. Okay students, okay, hope all of you understand this central tendency lesson. Okay.